my friend Andrew, and I'm Jimmy. And along with our high school friend Carter, we hunt ghosts in the unknown. Editing's always been my least favorite part. And I know what you're thinking. Jim, that's where you get to go through the evidence that you've collected and decide what to put in the video, what to keep out. Well, the truth is, we've never collected any evidence from any of our ghost hunts. Not even once. Ghost hunts aren't all that we do. For example, we make a lot of short videos, but whether it be a ghost hunt, short video, it doesn't matter. It always inevitably ends up being about a demon. He's named Andrew from the Bible. And I'm Jimmy. We strike down Satan and worship Christ. Today's episode, World Peace. That's a clip from our limited series, the King James Version, which was a biblically accurate yet child-friendly rendition of the New Testament. And of course it featured, well, a demon. My favorite project that never got made due to technical difficulties like the sound not cooperating was Rim Job. It was basically an Edmund Fitzgerald fanfiction and Comer was having a nightmare.
Are we aboard the RMS Titanic?
No.
The Lusitania, perhaps?
No.
USS Arizona, rather.
Not that either.
My goodness. It's the goddamn Edmund Fitzgerald.
Carter was the line cook on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Boys, it's too rough to be young.
I really wish the audio had cooperated because I thought we had gold on our hands.
Boys, it's sure good to know young.
Since the audio messed up on the original Rim Job, we figured we'd take another stab at it. However, this time the script called for me to fall down the steps. No matter what I told myself or tried to convince myself, I just could not make the fall look real enough to pass for the movie. I knew I was going to have to hire a stuntman. Someone who looked like me from a distance. Someone who could take a punch and stand right back up. Stay in the ring and stay in the fight. I knew I needed to hire a tough SOB to do it. And I thought Jody was my guy. The way he carried himself in the ring impressed me. He was knocked out on his feet at one point, but he stayed in the fight and he almost won. He came back. Jody looked like the toughest guy I'd ever seen from this internet boxing match. I had a feeling Jody was going to be the guy that I decided on as my stuntman, especially since he was the only candidate, but I still had to make him prove that he was tougher than me. After meeting with Jody, I went ahead and made the executive decision to go ahead and hire him to be my stuntman. It's safe to say we were all in on finally finishing Rim Job. I'd even set aside some money to hire a dwarf that would fit conveniently inside the robot costume that I'd tailored. Mickey was that guy. All you had to do was put alcohol or nicotine in front of him and he was ready to roll. I discovered Mickey from a picture that his girlfriend had drawn of the two of them that had went viral on the internet. I'm sad to report, though, they're no longer dating. Even with all that, Rim Job 2 never got made. But despite our failures, it's back to the project at hand, the ghost hunt footage. As I was editing, paranormal things did begin happening, and I wondered to myself, could this possibly be the same demon that was haunting the house that we had just ghost hunted at? Was this the same demon that made Arnold Newberry into a horrible serial killer and forced him to carry out those heinous acts? Or was it just a playful little poltergeist? Perhaps it was something more sinister than either of the two. We had taken a weekend trip to Pigeon Forge to visit the Crime Museum, and they have some pretty neat exhibits, including Bundy's Volkswagen Beetle. When we visited the Crime Museum, I was weak in faith. Could that have caused me to have opened a window for Ted Bundy's evil spirit to latch itself onto me, so he could maybe carry out murders from beyond the grave? Ever since visiting there, I've had the unnatural and unresistible urge to be around pretty, young college girls. I gave in to the urges and went to their natural habitat, a bar. However, under the pressure, I clammed up and couldn't even speak to the bartender. I knew I was too fat to attract any of the girls to kill. I knew I needed to work on my confidence and lose some weight before I got serious about hunting. I now believe in taking care of myself in a balanced diet and rigorous exercise routine. I'm going to exercise this demon. I thought it might be helpful to record myself on day 1 of starting P90X so I could look back in 3 months and see my progress. I also knew I needed to keep hunting.
Hey, homegrown.
Are you talking to me?
Have a nice day, sir.
Sorry for bothering you.
The demon desired young college girls. The only problem with that, I'm not attractive at all. Why wouldn't it have latched itself on the Carter? I figured if I couldn't attract them on my own, maybe the promise of $30 an hour to be in Rim Job would, and we could finally finish the project and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, if you get what I'm saying. I even tried my luck on online dating sites, although I can't say that they were any more successful. Even if I did attract someone and had them vulnerable enough to kill, could I go through with it? There are still several barriers left to be crossed. I recorded this from online dating apps. Hey ladies, just kind of putting myself out there. I am currently single and searching for my potential match. I'm not like every other guy. You can say that I'm looking for something much more serious. Something much more long term than a normal guy. But that doesn't mean that I don't know how to have fun, that I don't like to have fun. I do a couple of impressions. One's Marge Simpson from The Simpsons. Homer, Bart, Lisa! Alright, you can be honest. Was that video enough for me to finally attract a victim? Maybe. I think maybe. Maybe not. But I know exactly what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, you're not possessed. You don't even look like it. Oh, yeah? And watch as I morph my face into something much more evil. Don't ever judge a book by its cover. If I'd told you I was once in the Civil War reenactment, you would have assumed which side I fought for. But you probably would have been wrong. This parasite will likely starve to death and rot inside of me since it chose an unworthy vessel to possess. Am I going to give up on trying to find a female victim? No. You'll catch me lurking in the shadows outside of your apartment. Maybe even swiping right on a dating app. You might even see me eyeballing you from across the bar. Am I even possessed, you still might ask? What demon was it, Bundy or Newberry? Well, I guess you'll just have to check our most recent upload to find out. This confession has meant nothing.